So I decided to show that I just don't sit in front of a computer all the time. I do work on some other things. This is a is it 66 Suburban. This is one of the first kits I put together after being away from model kits for a long time. Really not sure what to say about everything here. Yet, something I started, and already the mirror has fallen off on that side. I'm not sure where it has gone. But I just wanted to show that my life does exist outside of computer world. Not that it really matters a lot. But anyway, I just wanted to share with some of the kits that I've built here in the past year or so. I don't know, maybe if more information. This was primered, spray painted. Roof was a separate piece. That was actually supposed to be gloss white, but initially it came out of the can kind of so spackly. So I just decided to leave it. It looked kind of nice. And this is a Rust-Oleum paint. Platinum. No. No. Can't remember offhand. But that was like my first endeavor. And I don't know just how much you can see. I'm kind of a quick setup and how I did this. So we had that one, and we'll just put it over there for right now. And then my second build was this, I think it's a 66 Bronco, 65 or 66 Bronco. I threw together again Rust-Oleum paints, flat black, brown. Not sure which brown it was offhand. Yeah, I could be more involved. I could be better involved in this, but this is just a tentative video. Little hood. Some detail in there. Some not so great. Roof comes off. The kit is called the Baja Bronco, by the way. Because there's two Bronco kits out there. This is the these were made this was a limited edition by somebody in California, I believe. You know, if I go on with this, I will be more informative, but these were special edition out of a dealership in California, if I remember right. Remember reading the story. And we'll put that one to the side. And then we'll reach up here. That was my next endeavor. And I may as well grab this one too while we're at it. We'll put it off to the side for a minute. I believe that the two other kits were Revell. And this is a Revell Jeep Rubicon. My only down part of this kit was I didn't have a whole lot of problems with the Bronco or the Suburban. I messed up a decal on the Suburban on the wheel or the hubcap, but other than that, everything went together really well. This went together really well also. I didn't have any problems with it. The only problem I had was the decal sheet was folded, and when it came time to put, supposed to have Rubicon here, and when I tried to put the decal on, it kind of just crumbled, so it did not go on at all. There's still a little bit of, still a little odds and ends, a little bit finishing left to do with these. The Bronco, I need to do the backup lights. Suburban, well, except for the loss of the mirror, well, that's done. And this is done. There's nothing else, unless I need to do the backup lights on this also, possibly. But that's my third endeavor. My fourth endeavor was this Ford pickup, and I want to say this is a Mobius kit. I'm not going to swear to it. Oh yeah, and the Jeep is kind of a, what do they call them, curbside. The hood doesn't open. It's kind of a, not quite a snap kit, just above a snap kit. Not a whole lot of, there's no engine detail other than, let's put this back over here for a minute. There's no engine detail except for just a little bit of underbody, engine half. And other than that, yeah, back to the Ford. This one I still need to do red on the Warren hubs, and back here white. Oop, yeah, I can't see that. Point to it and you can't see it. Oop, there we go. Anyway, a little bit of white on the tail lights there for backup lights. And again, this was, well, rather entertaining. I don't think I had a lot of problems with this. And I don't know if you can see the details on there. I think I lost the radiator hose trying to put it on, and the battery's got a little decal on it, the air cleaner's got a decal on it, the stick shift, I think it's a 390. Tailgate has a decal. There's a little custom decal there. God, get on there. Get on there. All right. Ford on the front. There's a decal. A lot of these kits are starting to get a lot more involved with decals and things like that on the instrument panels. And this is my Hemi Cuda. This was actually all the priors you've seen so far have all been rattle can Rust-Oleum, except for the Ford pickup, which was a metallic black that I had from testers. This was my first airbrushing of a car model. I had airbrush tanks and things like that, so it wasn't really a big deal. And at that time I was using lacquer, enamels and lacquer thinner to thin the enamel. So this is basically the first time this was the first time I actually was able to airbrush acrylic. And its hood. Its hood just basically falls off all the time, but not today. So I don't know what you can see in there for the engine, but it's got the big 426 Hemi. And, you know, I can go, you know, if anybody's interested, I can go more into these. And that was airbrushed with, I think it was a Tester's, Tester's paint. This was a 41 Chevrolet. This one I airbrushed with craft paint. The copper, all the copper. The black is Rust-Oleum. Had a decal for the back of the bed and for the outside of the bed stakes. Also in the process of doing this one, this was a major problem for me. I had problems getting the cab on, and then in the process of doing some other stuff, I dropped the truck on the floor, and now it kind of rocks back and forth because I had to try to put the axle back together as well as I could. It's got the little 6-cylinder engine in it. And this one had decals for the dash. And like a little decal here on the firewall. I don't know if you can see it that well. I'm not going to try to zoom it in. The VIN number and all that jazz. And since I've got such fat hands and starting to get a little arthritic hands, some of this stuff doesn't go together real well, finger-wise. And then we've got, my Shelby. This is a 68 Shelby GT 500. This AMT kit. I had a little problem with this one. Not huge, but I had a little problem with this one. Because it really didn't state. It really didn't state. Alright. Lift up there. There we go. That the Cobra Jet engine that was in here, which had high-rise, and it wasn't until I got the engine in and put it together that I found out, because the carburetors and everything sit so high, and it shows a place to cut out for the hood, but it never showed anything in the instructions for doing that. So I had to take the carburetors off so I can get the air cleaner back on the top of the engine so I could put a hood on there without having an engine sticking out of it. Had I known in advance, I would have probably just changed the engine. But it wasn't real bad, real hard. I think I left the radiator hose off. But so far, people have seen it. They've been pleased with it. They like it. I like it. And this was a AMT kit. We'll just park it on top of that for right now. And then, last kit. It's a 67 Pontiac GTO. Let's move it back just a little bit. And this one went together pretty good. Had a few problems with it. And the major problem was that I got a hair on the tail, or on the trunk lid, and I tried to wipe it off. It came out, looking okay. I probably should have either stripped it or cleaned it up, but we live in the basement. We don't have visitors, so what family people have seen it, they like it. I like it. But the taillights, I had to file all the taillight openings out because I couldn't get them to fit properly. And this has an engine. I don't know what else to say. But this is one of the things I've been playing with during my off time. Just to say that I'm not sitting there all the time playing on the computer or working. And now that I'm not working, I'm going to start playing some more here with these things. Let's put that up there because that's what I'm on to next. This is my next creation. The Motor City Muscle 1969 Camaro SS RS convertible 2-in-1 kit. And basically this one, the 2-in-1 kit is, from all I can tell, is just different decals, and this has either stock tires or "19-inch custom wheels and low-profile tires," which I absolutely just detest. The copper truck, the 41 truck, that had, this one had a set of the, that one had the set of 19, 20, 22-inch and low profile tires. And again, like I said, I just absolutely detest those. You'll never see those on one of my kits. So anyway, just wanted to share. Hope you like what you see. And I thank you for watching. And that's going to be it for this little brief blurb.